Okay, so I was just doing my writing, and there was a point that came up within it where I'm like, holy shit, people need to know this. I have to share this. Imagine that how we like grew up, right? Imagine a child getting abused so much physically, mentally, psychologically, verbally abused so much to the point where you want to avoid, like, the child wants to avoid any type of confrontation at all. Like, any type of confrontation, because what they associate with conflict, like, you want to avoid conflict, you want to avoid confrontation, right? So what they associate uh conflict and confrontation as being yelled at, screamed at, whipped, just spited against, judged, not being able to make mistakes, having to be perfect, should be knowing better, even though that they don't have the context to know any better. You're like heavily abused, and that's what you associate with conflict and confrontation. So now imagine when you become an adult and you have to have a quote unquote hard conversation with, let's say you're in a relationship and you have to have a hard conversation with your significant other, your partner or whatever, but you automatically believe that this is going to create conflict and or confrontation. Oh my god. And you've associated with conflict and confrontation as something that I need to avoid that shit at all costs. I don't want no fucking problems, okay? I don't want to deal with any fucking problems. I just want, and then you go into the what? Positive polarity, which is what? I just want everything to be good. I just want peace. I just want peace. I just want everything to be good between us. I don't want to deal with any problems. Let's just have everything be peaceful and calm and yeah. And this is what I'm talking about. The abuse, the extent of the abuse is so deep that you have to be investigating this stuff if you are gonna like even attempt to alter the trajectory of how outcomes can play out in different areas of your life. And do you see how from this the negative situations of what we have growing up, of the abuse, that very very negative shit happening, physically negative too, and then it's leading to you to try to be like this overly positive person that wants to avoid any drama, any conflict. You don't even know how to resolve the conflict. How can you resolve it? Because you had parents and guardians who, you were a child who didn't have the words to communicate with this person, and adults, they can't really change their unconscious programming, so you didn't really know how to resolve the conflict as a child. How could you, right? And yeah, so now you're older, and you go into an overly suppressed expression where you only want to be like just all things positive. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's happening is that is your expression and being able to give of yourself is so extremely suppressed. It's so extremely suppressed, and you are creating consequences in regards to the different um, relationships and interactions that you have in your life, because you're not able to give of yourself because of that abuse that you received as a child. You know what I'm saying? You're not able to give. And you're not allowed to, let's just say everything, you think everything is good, right? But even if you think that everything is good, let's just say you think that okay, everything is good in my life. Don't think then you are going to be able to tap into your potential, though. You can have everything good, but you haven't even really scratched much of the surface of what your potential is. Just FYI. You ever feel like you don't have access to your potential? I'm telling you, I'm giving you an inkling of why you're not able to access your potential. Okay? We know the honest truth is that there's something or multiple areas in our lives where something is fucked up. Something isn't going right. It's not all good, is it? If we're being brutally honest about it, right? That was the point that I wanted to hit home with. So just something to think about. If you want to start opening up your expression so you can actually start finally tapping into your potential, of course it takes time. It takes time because you have to walk back a lot of the abuse that you receive in order to gain access to the new trajectories that's actually a part of this potential that you feel like you can never gain access to. If you actually want to start doing that for real, not some bullshit thing that you delude yourself into thinking that you're doing, send me a DM or drop a comment with the word potential. And Self Perfected, this is the shit that we talk about, where you actually finally start truly gaining access to more of your potential. And I'll send you a link to the Self Perfected community. And we have a Friday hangout every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.